Morning you lot, how's it going? Let's have a little look at this Nitro cage truggy from Kyosho, because what I done was I took it out yesterday, had a good old day with it, I had a good old blast with it, and I had such good fun down at that skate park with a bike ride before it and everything. I think I'm going to do it again today. So let's go and have a look. Let's off we go. I left it out here bloody yesterday. I literally come home, chucked it there. You'll have to excuse the mess. One of the kids decided they didn't want their bunk beds anymore, so I'm dismantling it and put it there for now. But anyway, a bit dewy last night. Luckily it's not too damp. Oh, what's in there? Nothing. Let's unstrap it from the bicycle and have a look to see what we've got going on. I know I broke those, but I popped them back on again. We've lost the little pin that holds the receiver lid on, so we'll have to try and fashion something together for that so that we don't get a load of dirt and water inside there. Let's unstrap it. A couple of bungee ropes. Let's get them off, get it on the bench and see what's going on. Okie dokie. What have we got going on here then? I don't know. What have we got going on here? Why are you asking me silly questions? How am I supposed to know what's going on? I haven't looked yet. That's true. I know it's true. For goodness sake, man. Right, let's take off. So this is meant to have bolts holding this cage together, but I changed them for R-clips because it's so much easier. I don't know why they don't do R-clips from the bloody factory, but they put bolts in it. Anyway, a couple of R-clips. Up it goes. See? Simple as dimple. Alright, don't know how much you can see, but what we've got going on, I might have to turn this around. It's going to be even more awkward for you to see, but it's easier for me to work on. I know, I'm sorry about that. You can't see a bloody dicky bird now, can you? Is that any better for you? I don't know. John, help me out. What's going on? Hey? Hold on, I might have a better view. I don't know. Nah, we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. So, there's obviously a pin that's supposed to go through there. I can't remember what it used to look like. But that, oh, it's got a, of course it has, look. It's got a bolt holding it together as well. We might not be able to stick a pin through it. I don't know if I've got any pins that would fit, to be fair. But we might be able to put like a cable tie or something through it. It's a shame about that, isn't it? That's for the receiver. Kyosho original receiver. The battery's in there. What I need, that's supposed to go through there. That's the charging cable. Yeah, now that, I don't know how that pin came out. Alright, I'm going to have a rummage through. I've got, I don't know if you can see what I'm looking, but I've got several drawers here. Now this one's quite interesting because it has a lot of throttle linkages. We might be able, but how am I going to keep the linkage in? That is the question. How am I going to keep the linkage? How am I going to keep that pin in place? You know? I can't picture what it was like originally, so I don't know how that pin was kept in place before. Did it have an R-clip on either end of it? Holding an R-clip on either? I could do that. I haven't got the ability to drill a hole, but what I could do, use one of these throttle linkages and put one of those little things with a grub screw on either end, and that would hold it in place. That might be an option. A lot of people probably wouldn't worry about this, but I don't really want a bloody, I don't really want it falling apart. Oh look, there's a carburetor. Oh, they just love life. Love life. Da, 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 da. Love life. What song is that? It's a song from somewhere. Oh, quite loads of them in here. Loads of them. And there's the ends of them as well. I don't want to sacrifice too many good ones. Diffs and stuff in that one. What else in that one? bearings, Allen keys, clutches and brakes. And this one's just got a miscellaneous sort of, this is just my nut and bolt drawer, but we might have a little collet. It might have a collet in here. There's a collet in here. Well, I call it a collet. A collet's probably not its name. I think that's technically a collet. But if there's one in here with a grub screw on it, I haven't got to sacrifice another one then, have I? Like that one there, but that's a bit big. That's a bit big, that one. Whoops, sorry. Dropped a couple. Right, bear with me. I'm going to see what I can fashion together and we'll have a look. Right, after a little bit of playing around, what I've come up with, just as a temporary measure, and that probably will end up being for a while, but I do want to get the original pin. The likelihood of Hebeo or Willspin or any other shop selling just that one pin hinge is quite unlikely. They probably want me to buy the whole receiver box, which would be a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, I've come up with, we've got a throttle linkage that goes through the pins, through the hinges. We've got a ball linkage joint thing on that end which screws on, so that's nice and tight. And then we got what I call a collet with a grub screw, this end, holding it all together. The bolt is holding that down. The R-clip is holding this bit down. Don't really know why they have an R-clip when there's a bolt there, but I like the idea, so we're not going to complain about it. So that should keep that nice and sturdy now. Stop any more dirt going in there, stop any water going in there, as it's designed to do. Happy days. The old throttle linkages come to the rescue. Let's have a little quick check around it as well to make sure nothing else has gone wrong. Probably should check the engine bolts to make sure they're in, because it would be my luck they'd probably come loose yesterday. A lot of the hard landings in the skate park popped off the front suspension. Have we got any? Not really got any damage. Oh my giddy aunt. Elsewhere that I can see, me Donuts Racing stickers seen better days. No, I think we look all right. Can't see any screws coming out. I'll just give them all a bit of a check over while I'm here. I will admit I don't very often check nuts and bolts on Nitro cars, because I just start them up and go. I know I preach that you should maintain and check stuff, but the reality is, for me, I don't. And when something comes off or breaks, then I mend it. I know it's one of those situations where do as I say, not do as I do. Or you could do as I do and just wing life like I do. It's up to you. Anyway, I'm going to put it back together, strap it back on the bike, and off we go down the park. You coming with me? I think you should. Come on, let's go and have some fun. Alright, a little bit of an update. It looks like I forgot to turn the receiver off yesterday. So I was just about to strap it to the bike. I thought, you know when you get that niggly feeling, I better just check to make sure the battery's charged. Flat as an absolute pancake, and the switch was on. Whether I've knocked it on just now or not, I don't know, but regardless, the battery was flat. I tried it with the transmitter and there's not a bit of electric in that battery. So I got the battery on charge. I'm charging it at 1.6 amps to try and get it to charge nice and quickly. I had to clean that little wire up a little bit. The good thing is I've got a charging cable on this battery. It's one of those good batteries with 2 cables on it, so I can leave it all plugged in. I can just hang a wire out and charge it up. The downside of that is, and I know you lot are going to tell me different methods and ways, I'm not stupid, I could just hide the wire, I know that. But I always have done, for 20 odd years, I have the little wire poking out, flapping around, and of course that means dirt and water and stuff gets in it. So I've just spent about 2 minutes cleaning it out, but it now charges, which is great. Once it's charged, we'll be up and ready to go, and we'll be down the road on our bicycle. Gonna go down, I think I'll just go down to the same skate park. I love a skate park. Anyway, see ya. For me it'll probably be about an hour. For you, a millisecond. Tell you one thing, I was moaning about how hot it was yesterday. I won't be doing that today. Back on the same path. Let's go, shall we? I wonder if there's going to be anybody down there today. I think those kids only go down there on Wednesdays, so we should be clear. I love this alleyway, this tunnel. It's bloody nuts. Should have brought my sunglasses, man. The sun is bloody bright. Bright and tight. Bright and tight, that's how we like it. Bright and tight. Huh. Smell bonfires, man. Smell bonfires. There's a bike in that bush. There doesn't seem to be a lot cars over there. It's nice and quiet, isn't it? Not always good. Not always good. Do a bit of escape ramping on my bike. Look, woohee! That was a bloody blade there. I'm gonna get a puncher. Stanley blade. Right, here we go. Back on the old bench again. Bringing the old bicycle up against there, make sure we scratch it in the process. God, what a lovely day. Can you see this? Gorgeous. A little bit of dews about. Probably going to get a bit wet. That air filter's probably going to get soaked again. I know you're all going to say, just get a waterproof thing for it, or get a waterproof filter or something. No. Alright? No. Come on then. Let's get this off. Put my backpack on still. What's this all about? My toolbox. My nitroleum fuel. Oh, I've got some. Guess I get hungry. Guess I get peckish. I had a milkshake yesterday and I forgot to drink it. I got home and I thought, oh, I didn't drink that. I went out and got it out in this little bag. Right. Unstrap. It's better when you're on your own. It's alright having people around you, but I don't like it very much. I like to be on my own. Much better. Bloody dogs over there now. That's good. We'll piss them off. Happy days. Bit of nitro. What we got? What's that? I don't know what that is. Some kind of funny liquid. We'll stuff that in here. Not very much though. It's about a quarter of a tank's worth. Little bit of tornado. Love a tornado. Luckily, thankfully for me, I've never been in one. Comment if you've ever been in a tornado. Those of you in Florida and all other American places probably been in tornadoes before. I bet it ain't very nice. Especially when you know your house is going to be completely demolished and you're thinking to yourself, bloody hell, worked hard for this, it's all going to go now. Right, let's fill the beast up. Look at that. Now, I did have to change the receiver battery. For some reason, that battery all of a sudden decided it weren't going to work anymore. So I changed the receiver battery before I come out. I tried charging it. It took 3 minutes to charge. And that was it. It just was slow, didn't really work. wasn't really a lot of good. We'll prime it and then heat it up. Because then that way heats up the fuel in that carburetor as well. Oh, excuse me, that was very rude, but I had a mouthful full of grit and dirt. Oh, why? Well, that's why you don't blow down the tube, because then you don't get grit and dirt in your mouth if you do it the other way. Listen, I get stuck in my ways. I do stuff the way I always have, and I just don't change. That's me. I don't do change. So 20 years or so of blowing down the pipe, I'll keep on doing it. It's as simple as that. 20 years of grit, 20 years of nitro in my mouth. It is what it is. Now, yesterday, some of you probably will pick up on it in the video that I filmed yesterday, but the tick over screw I know was too far in, and also sometimes it had a little bit of a warp when I was accelerating. It was a bit low, it was a bit lean on the old low end, but I weren't worried about it because it was only low end. Once it got into the high revs, it was alright, so I weren't worried about it. But I think we'll try and iron that out today. As soon as we seem to be on our own, we can play around. We haven't got to when there's kids around, I like to try and not put on a show, but just keep them happy, you know what I mean? I don't want them to get bored. They're here watching me, and then load in the car. I don't want them to think that it's boring, so I don't like to stop around and mess around going, oh, I just got to tune it a bit now, all that bollocks. So you know, I just go, you know what I mean? I just enjoy it, keep things going, keep the show moving, sort of thing. But when I'm on my own, it's all right. Then I can stop, I can play around, I can play around with the needles and do stuff, you know. So that's good. Let's go. I don't really do the fast sends or whatever you call them, you know. I try to look after my stuff, try to have fun with it without breaking it. Because if you break it, you've got to spend more money then, haven't you? Repairing it. I try not to spend money. My money's for my children, not for me, do you know what I mean? So, the less of it I can spend and have a good time, the better. I'd say that's running quite well now. The tick over's a little bit higher. That gap's probably still a little bit big, but we're alright. I like it a little bit rich on the low end. Oh, it's gonna fall off. Such a good truggy for skate parks, actually. Nearly got me in the head then. Woo! 20% tornado fuel, running well. It ain't all about going flat out, you know what I mean? But now and again we do. Very, very wet out there. Not good for my filter. I know the takeover is, as you Americans call it, a two-stage idle. Do I care? No is the answer. No, I simply don't care. Okay? It's running and I'm enjoying it. That's what matters. Such a lovely engine on this. These Mach 28s are bollocks. Don't know why people don't like them. People say the carburetors are bad, the engines are bad. There's nothing bad about them at all. Absolutely nothing bad about them at all. Good thing about the cages, it protects the engine from getting scratched like the other ones. What a lovely day, man. What a lovely bloody day. There's a cock and balls there. Oh, there goes that suspension again. That's the trouble. Once they pop off once, they'll keep on popping off then. Look, it's gone bad now. It's the only thing with them designs. I think we'll be alright though. Might have to get a new end or something. Cable tie on. Be alright. Still with me? You're still there? Oh, good. Nice to have you here. Merry Christmas, by the way. Hope you're having a good time. Put in the comments what you've been up to. Shame it's so wet out there, really. Oh, that was a belly slapper. Oh, so was that one. What have we got left? Quarter of a tank. Sometimes it's difficult to judge that one. Oh. That's alright, no worries.
Very nice.
He'll regret it if he puts his mouth on that, though, tell you.
That looks fucking sick.
Yeah? You like it?
You build it yourself?
Not that one, no. No, but you can buy them in kits that you build, though. Yeah. Have a good day, mate. Got to do that grub screw up a little bit. Nice to know you're still there. Right. Let's do this grub screw up. Don't want to lose it, do we? Probably that one, is it? Must be the kids' playground time. Kids' break. Getting all the kids in the school over the road. That bloke said, that thing's sick. Dog wanted to eat it, didn't it? Right. Let's, what's the time? I've got to be getting on, man. I'm running out of time today. I think I had about 3 hours here yesterday, and I've only been here today for the time that you've seen. So, but anyway, that's the only trouble with these where they pop on. Look, see, now that's going to keep on happening because this plastic bit is worn, it's got bigger. That's what happens when these types of things, you know. You need ones that bolt on, really. Don't know about that one, seems alright. That's got a little bit of a dent on it though, but that one's going to keep popping off now. It's going to be a problem forever, so I'll probably just stick a cable tie around there, cable tie that on. I'll only buy a new one if it actually snaps, and then I'll have to buy a new cap. They probably won't sell the caps on their own, will they? But yeah, what a lovely day. Not had any real issues apart from that exhaust scrub screw coming off. Everything seems to be alright other than that. Happy days, man. Right, I'll catch you lot on the next one. Merry Christmas to you all. Lovely day in a good old skate park. This ain't a really big skate park, but it's alright, you know. And I know some of you, you know, you want me to, like someone said on the other video, I want to see some sends. Sends? Bloody send? What's a send? I know what a send is. No, man, I want to look after my cars, and as I said earlier, I don't want to break them. And I know they're there to be broken and repaired and stuff, but it's not really my thing. You know, I like to just enjoy it, try to have a bit of fun jumping and stuff, but I'm not really into having to spend more money on repairing them, you know. If I break them, I break them, but there's a limit in my opinion, and I just have fun. That's what it's all about. So there we go. I'll catch you lot on the next one. Look at the beast, eh? Absolute beast. Love it. I think what I'll do, I might get a Savage or something and bring a Savage down here while I got the chance, because I've finished work for Christmas now. I can come here during the week, and the schools haven't yet finished. The schools are still open, so that means teenagers and all that, well, the ones that actually go to school, are in school. So skate park to myself. Brilliant. People's walking their dogs and stuff, but that's about it. Right, catch you lot later on. All the best. Love life. Merry Christmas. Let me know where you are in the world and what you're up to at the moment. Take care. You just like walk along and just think, well, I'm riding along now, but just think to yourself, you know, all these little houses everywhere, people in them, what are they up to? What are people doing, you know, as you're walking or riding past or driving past? What are people doing? How many people are having a bit of funky time, you know? How many people are having lunch? How many people are doing this and that? Mad, isn't it?